Hello everybody, welcome to our 4th hour student skills time. You're probably wondering what on earth are we going to do in here? Well, we're going to find out together. So we have 4A and we also have 4B. You have one before lunch and you have one after lunch. Every single day they'll be in the same order. So if it's before lunch, if you have not had lunch yet today and you are watching this video with me, that means you are in your math group. So you have your math class where you learn everything, and then we have more time to practice what we have learned. So if you're watching this before lunch, you're in your math group, you're going to go to lunch after this, and then you're going to go to your 4B time, which will be your writing time. If you're watching this after lunch, you've already been to 4A and you already went to your writing class, you went to lunch, and now you're coming to 4B, which is going to be your writing class. So pretty much the whole 6th grade is just taken, split in half. Half of the kids have writing and half of them have math, and then we go to lunch and then we just flip-flop, and the other half have writing, the other half have math. So you go to one writing class and one math group every day, one before lunch, one after lunch, same order. So some things you might hear this called 4A, 4B, math group time, writing time, intervention time. All of those mean the same thing. 4A, 4B is your math group. So if you are with a math teacher, that is me, Mrs. Munns, Mr. Warner, Mr. Dunmeyer, or any of the science teachers also help with math groups. That's Miss Hendrickson, Mr. Richards, no, we are not related, and Mr. Trehorn. So if you are with any of those 7 teachers, you're in your math group time. So what are math groups and how do they work? So you're going to go to your math class every day. You have your math class. You learn something. After a few weeks, we take a test on it. So after you take the test in your regular math class, you take it in your regular math class, your teacher corrects it. Anything you didn't pass, though it's broken down by skills, anything you didn't pass, you get assigned to a group. So if you needed more help with this skill, you get assigned to that group. If you need help with this group, you get assigned to this one. So whatever it is you didn't pass on the test, that's the group you're going to be in. So if there's a skill you need more practice with, then during 4A or 4B, which is our math group time, you'll be meeting with one of the math or science teachers to practice that skill to allow you to be able to pass it, which can also improve your grade. So that's awesome. If you pass all of the skills, there's usually 3 or 4 skills on a test. If you pass all of them, then you get to attend an extension group. So there's still something for you to do. And it's not just more of the same thing. So you're going to work on projects. We do fun activities in there. You learn some new skills. So lots of new learning happens in extension. So if you need more help with something, you're in a skill group. If you've passed off all the skills, you get to be in an extension group. So how do you know what math group you're in? Sorry, I got a little distracted there. So how do you know what math group you're in? So every day on the first day of the week, it's usually Monday. If we don't have school on Monday, that's going to be Tuesday. Your math teacher, your regular math teacher. So there's only 4 of them. Me, Mrs. Munns, Mr. Dunmeyer, or Mr. Warner. One of those 4, whoever is your regular math teacher that you go to every day for an hour, will have a list posted. And they'll tell you where it's going to be posted, and you'll find your name, and you're going to find what group you're in. You are in that group for the whole week. So just the first day of the week, you check the list. And then if you can't remember where you went, you can go check the list again. But you're going to be in that group the whole week. It's not going to change. And you're going to go straight to your group teacher once you know what group you're in. So if you get assigned to Mr. Trehorn's group, as soon as you know, oh, I'm in Mr. Trehorn's group, you're going to go right to him every day, every day. You don't check in with anybody else. You're going to go right to Mr. Trehorn. Mr. Trehorn will know who's in his group and he'll take attendance there. So you find your group because your math teacher told you where to go, and you go straight to your group teacher. Then on the last day of the week, which will usually be Friday, but if we don't have school Friday, it could be Thursday or Wednesday. On the last day of the week, you get to take a quiz in your group. in your math group on the skill you've been learning about and practicing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, you take a quiz to hopefully pass because you put in the work to help yourself level up. So if you pass the quiz, you'll move on to whatever skill you need next, which could be the next skill, could be an extension group if you've passed off all the skills. If you don't pass the quiz, then you're going to stay on that skill and you're going to keep working and learning in that group, and that's okay. If you're doing your best, that's all we ask. We just want to give you those chances to learn and grow and be your best. So now we have a few different types of teachers here you're going to hear about. So you have your 4A, 4B teacher. That's the person listed on your schedule. So this is where you're going to learn this week. You're going to come to me every day this week. We're going to learn about math groups. And then in about a month or so, might even be about a month and a half, we'll also do some work on adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, just making sure we have our basics down really solid so that we're able to do our 6th grade math. This is the class you're in right now. So your 4A, 4B teacher is the one listed on your actual schedule. Now you probably won't see me very often unless you get assigned to my group or I'm your math teacher. But if all I am is your 4A or 4B teacher, you might not see me only a few times during the year. We'll let you know when you need to go to your 4A or 4B teacher. So then you have your math teacher. This is the person you go to every day to learn the math. They're going to have a list posted on their door or in the hallway. They will let you know where it is every day, that the first day of the week, that tells you what math group to go to for that whole week. So you have your math teacher. I could be some of your math teacher. You could also have a different math teacher, but you're going to go look every Monday or the first day of the week, find what math group you're in. So they teach you and they also tell you what math group you need to go to. And then you have your group teacher. Your group teacher, once you know what group you're in, you don't check in with your 4A, 4B teacher. You don't need to check in with your math teacher. When it's 4A, 4B time, you're going to go straight to your group teacher that your math teacher told you to go to. So then you don't check in again until the next week. Check in with your math teacher. They tell you what group to go to. Check in with your math teacher. They tell you what group to go to. So every week we're just repeating this pattern. And then every once in a while we have a few random days or weeks and we'll tell you to go to your 4A or 4B teacher, but we will make sure you know when to do that. So, whoa, maybe you're like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be and what's going on. It is okay if you are a little confused. If you ask any teacher, they can help you know where to go. Like, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. Ask a teacher. We will help you find the way. So that's kind of all we're going to cover for the first part. So you learned about what is math groups, right? So it's a skill that you need to work on. And how do you know where to go? Is because your math teacher will tell you what group to go to, and you'll check that every single week. And then every once in a while, you'll get to meet back here for your 4A, 4B class to work on some other math skills, just to make sure we're solid on our basics. So we're going to stop there today so you can kind of process through that and think about your math groups. So we will learn more tomorrow.